Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million Challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video I did a stock update on ticker symbol ATOS, so please refer back to that video for details of that. Today's video we're going to look at an update for ticker symbol MMAT and also for ticker symbol ABML. Before we do that, quick update on our $1 Million Challenge for anybody who does not know. This is a journey from an investment of $1,000 to $1 million over 201 trades with an average return of 3.5%. So the 3.5% is based on compound return investing. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. In the Discord community, we have a special spreadsheet with over 50 stocks covering high risk and low risk stocks with indicators in terms of price targets with buy and sell. We also have an exclusive strategy video looking at 3 different strategies to use for this challenge, and in terms of the Discord community, this is almost 300 now, growing very quickly with sharing of information, sharing of due diligence, trading tips, expertise, technical analysis. So if anybody is interested in joining the challenge, details in description below, and there's also an exclusive video you can watch in terms of the challenge. Let's start by having a stock update for ticker symbol MMAT. So on the screen here you'll be able to see a tweet that was released today by Nanotech Security Corporation, and what we can see here in terms of counterfeiting, the headline in the tweet here is "Counterfeiting is a $1.2 trillion industry. There is a need for enhanced security labels backed by technology, and this is extremely difficult to replicate and easy to authenticate." Further details in terms of this on their website. So why is this important, and how did this gain attention from George? So let's have a look at how George reacted. So George has retweeted, and what he's also said is "Stop counterfeiting before it starts, virtual brand protection forum." So he's added in a link there, but basically the key implication is this is a huge multi-billion dollar, possibly $1 trillion industry where counterfeiting is going to be a huge market opportunity for businesses, and MetaMaterials is certainly going to be looking to take advantage of this. We already know that MetaMaterials has the potential to generate revenue from the medical sector, the EV sector, the pharmaceutical sector, the defense sector. So this is certainly another potential catalyst for the stock. In the previous video we did a chart analysis for ticker symbol MMAT. The chart setup was very bullish, and there were some predictions made for that, so please refer back to the previous video for chart analysis of MMAT. Today I'm going to follow that up by looking at a technical analysis in terms of some of the key data and what we can pick up from there. So what I'm going to summarize for you on the screen here is some of the key things that I'm picking up. So first thing is the moving average 20 days. This is now a very healthy 52.32%. So that is certainly indicating that the stock is moving up very quickly. We know that the 200-day moving average is 33%. So obviously over a longer period of time growth is slower, and we did see quite a significant pullback, but momentum over the 20-day moving average is certainly looking very promising. The other thing is volume is going up. So volume currently is in excess of 40 million. The change in share price at time of editing was in excess of 15%. I think we're going to see support now for MetaMaterials going to be above 5. Certainly very confident of that. And short interest is also something that was covered in the previous video, so that is definitely going to be a potential factor there. In terms of squeeze opportunity, I think the rumors are gathering. We don't really want to specifically call a squeeze on MMAT, but certainly the potential is there, the chart setup is there, the volume is increasing, the RSI is definitely heating up. Here we can see RSI right now at time of editing is 67.75, so potentially looking very good now. So following on from the appointment of Ryan in terms of tick symbol ABML, what I'd now like to look at is a news story here breaking in terms of Monday morning. This is a story that is dated September the 2nd, and this is from Chris Johnson. So Chris Johnson is a specialist, quantitative specialist for Monday morning, and he's written an article here which is I've been watching this $1.50 battery stock for a year, buy now. So certainly very bullish. So let's have a look at what Chris has said in this article. Okay, so in the second part of this article, let's have a look at the key things that we can pick up from here, which I'm going to summarize for you. So first thing that Chris has said, he said, by now you know that I'm super bullish on the clean energy stocks, along with fellow travelers in clean tech, like the battery industry, lithium and rare earths, electric vehicles, and so on. So we all know that clean energy is currently going through a difficult time. However, right now, what that basically means for potential investors, it means it's potentially a very, very good opportunity to buy in whilst the market is a little bit down and the price is a little bit more attractive. So what he's also said is he is aware that there are dozens and dozens of stocks in this area, but ABML is one that he's looking at, and he feels right now at around $1.50 it's certainly time to move. So what he's also said is he's very bullish on the setup. So we're going to have a look at the chart in a minute. He's looking at the technical reasons and why this potentially could now be a good stock to jump in. Okay, so if you have a look at the screen, this is the bullish chart setup presented here. So what we can see, if we have a look at what he's identified, he's drawn in terms of circles for areas and arrows, looking at data that he wishes to highlight. And what he's also saying here in terms of the share price, if we look at the 50-day moving average at the top Bollinger Band, a breakout above those two lines here will fuel another round of buying regardless of any possible headline. So basically what he's implying is, regardless of news, there is certainly signs from this chart setup that there is going to be a breakout. So he also is implying here in terms of the chart, the stock has the potential to break its bullish 200-day moving average at the same time. If we take out the 50-day in terms of this chart, 50-day, 200-day and top Bollinger Band, then there's going to be a bullish price signal. The market has picked up on this price shift. The volume has increased now. We've had the good breaking news, and that's going to trigger a lot more buying that we've not seen since May. So in terms of the stock, we're looking at formation and a rally potentially up in excess of 40% according to the analysis here. Okay, so a small section of his article here I've highlighted here, which I think is very bullish and very important to look at. And what he's also said here is the profit potential in this incredible rare class of stocks is undeniable. Top exceptional performers in this niche have seen growth rates in excess of 2,900%, 4,800%, 12,754%, and even 22,207% in less than a year. So this is what he's saying. And what he's also gone on to say is these stocks are practically blacklisted and you rarely hear about these particular stocks, to the point where one Wall Street firm has actually prohibited its brokers from offering them for sale. So he's basically claiming here that his colleague Shah Gilani has blown the lid off the hidden potential of these stocks, and then he's adding a link in there, which I'm sure if you wish to, you can go in and have a look. Finally, in terms of finishing off, one thing I'd like to do is basically in terms of this bullish article written by Chris Johnson. Before we look at that, first of all, we can't disregard Chris, because Chris is a very reputable person. So we're just going to finish off and look at reasons why we need to take what he's saying a little bit more seriously. So let's have a quick look at Chris's profile. So on the screen here, we can see that Chris Johnson is regarded as an equity and options analyst who has spent much of his 30 years experience in terms of career designing, interpreting complex models to help investment firms transform millions of data points into impressive gains for clients. So certainly that's a good start in terms of his CV. Third paragraph down, what we can also pick up from here, he's began his proprietary models in 1998. He's analysed about 2,000 records per day, and today that database which Chris has designed was coded from scratch. So again, fourth paragraph down, in terms of his academic credentials, he holds degrees in finance, statistics and accounting. He's worked as a licensed broker for 11 years before taking the role of Director of Quantitative Analysis at a big equity and options research firm for 8 years. Further down, he's the founder and CIO of ETF Advisory Research Partners. He's been in this position since 2007. The research is widely read by leaders in the RIA business. And then finally, at the very bottom, I think this is also important to be aware of. Chris is ranked in the 99.3% of financial bloggers and top 98.6% of overall experts by tip ranks. So that track record is exceptionally good. And final thing to pick up on this article is that this registry goes back to January 2009. So it's an excellent track record. So if Chris Johnson, with his background, with his academic qualifications and his experience, and in terms of his insight, his chart analysis and his technicals and his overview of the business and some of the clues he shared with us in terms of inside information, then certainly these are very positive signs to be bullish about American battery metals. So finally, just to finish off, if anybody is again interested in the challenge, details in description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.